Today I will share 6 key points that will help you keep your relationship strong and connected, and I will share 2 things that you can do when times are tough. If you are new here, welcome, and if you're a returning visitor, thanks for coming back. My name is Elizabeth Ritchie, and I'm a registered clinical counselor and certified life coach, and for many years I've worked with hundreds of couples and individuals to help build more fulfilling and peaceful lives and relationships. If you like this video today, please remember to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you can be notified when the next video of mine is coming out. And be sure to leave a comment in the comment sections below. So the 6 key points that I share in this video today, I talk about all the time in my counseling practice and share with couples. And if you use these 6 key points or pillars consistently, you will be able to revitalize and strengthen your relationship. So the first thing I would like to touch on today, one of the key points, is that the importance of daily connections. And the fact that love is a verb. So it is an action step that you take all the time. And sometimes we fall into ruts or routines and we don't put the effort that we used to put into our relationships. And so it is important to remember that love is a verb, which means it takes action. And so by daily connection, these would just be ways to touch base with your partner throughout the day, especially when we live busy lives. And if you have children, it becomes even more busy. And so when do you have a opportunity to connect with your partner? So it could be first thing in the morning. Maybe you make a cup of coffee for your partner, or they make one for you before you head off to work or to your other responsibilities. It could be something like just taking 10 minutes in the evening to sit on the sofa and ask your partner about their day, how they were doing, is there anything that they need assistance with. Those kind of daily touchstones and putting love into action would be pillar number 1. So for key point number 2, I want you to always keep in mind that in your relationship, you want to come from a place of caring, a place of empathy, a place of love. So again, I talked about the action word that love is, taking action steps. And it's also important to remember to be grounded in empathy and caring. So we're human and our partners irritate us at times, and we get tired and we get overwhelmed with life and all the stressors that it offers. And sometimes it is just easy to lash out at the people that are closest to us, to be irritable and grumpy around the people who are closest to us, because we don't have to kind of put on that public mask. But if we do this too often, it starts to rub away at our relationship. And so we need to sometimes take a step back and remember that, this is our significant partner, our significant other, and we want to, if we do have feedback to give them about something that's irritated or angered us, we want to give it that feedback from a place of love. So, because I love you and I am concerned about you, I want to talk about this situation today. When would be a good time to talk? Because I love you and I care for you and I want our relationship to be strong, I want to discuss something with you that's been on my mind. Can we set up a time to go for coffee to discuss it? So that is key number 2. Always approach things from a place of empathy and a place of caring. Okay, step number 3. Step number 3 is all about rituals and rhythm. And I strongly believe that rituals, daily rituals and yearly rituals, as well as the weekly rhythms of a household, of a partnership, are very important. So what do I mean by that? I already talked about the daily touchstones of maybe your partner makes you a cup of tea in the morning, or maybe you bring your partner a cup of coffee, and that's the way you start off the day, or you end it at the end of the day by discussing things in front of the TV. Well, that's a daily touchstone. A weekly touchstone could be where you have a Saturday night is date night. And so nothing is ever done on a Saturday, because that day, that night is set aside for you and your partner. And Sunday, again, could be a day where that's just family day. And so things are not scheduled on a Sunday. That's a weekly ritual. That's a Sunday family day, whether you're with your immediate family or just with your partner, or you're with your extended family. So those kind of rituals and rhythms, or you always take, a camping trip in August of the calendar year, or it's spring break, you take a short trip together, and it's always something that you have to look forward to, and it's a time to reconnect as a couple and to discuss things that are important to you. So whether that's on a daily basis, a weekly basis, like a date night or Sunday family day, or a yearly basis, like certain holiday times or certain festivities like Christmas. I mean, that's a given, but you can, even within a holiday like Christmas, you can carve out some individual one-on-one time with your partner, so you're not overwhelmed by all the things you have to go to and the parties you have to go to at Christmas time. You could have a ritual that's just for the two of you. So keep in mind, ritual and rhythm in a partnership, in a marriage, is very important. Okay, if this content is resonating right with you right now, please give it a like or share your thoughts in the comment section below. So another pillar in keeping your relationship strong and connected would be setting goals. I think setting goals is a really important part of any relationship or partnership. And for instance, my husband and I, we do this periodically, and we do this around finances. We do this around what we're thinking of for the future for our children. We do this in terms of vacations that we may want to go on. We get out ahead of it, and we sit down and we talk about, okay, where are our priorities? What do we want to accomplish this year? Simple things, even like, do we want to pay for some landscaping, or do we want to get new siding? Do we want to travel here, or do we want to travel there? So it's important to sit down and talk about those things. Well, how do you envision the future? How does your partner envision the future or the next year? So setting goals is another pillar for a strong and connected relationship. So number 5, the key point for number 5 in creating a connected and resilient relationship, number 5 would be use your voice. Use your voice. Speak what you need to speak. And I know in many instances that is easier said than done, because oftentimes if it's maybe an issue we're struggling with in the relationship, we are reluctant to really say what we feel because we are afraid of the outcome of that, of what our partner may do or what our partner may say. But, you can take a turtle step, and as I said at the beginning of this video, you can say, there's been something on my mind that I'd like to talk about. When would be a good time to talk about it? Not approaching your partner when they're busy and stressed out with work or rushing out the door in the morning. Pick your time, set up a time to talk and say, because I care about you, because I love you, I want to discuss this because this is how I've been feeling. And so it is important to make your voice heard. We can't expect our relationship struggles and difficulties to go away if we're not communicating and we're not speaking the truth to each other. So number 5 would be use your voice. Okay, so the last pillar, number 6. Number 6 would be reframe your thinking around a challenging issue. We also call that in the counseling field cognitive reframing. So let's say you're going through a really difficult time with your partner. Maybe there's financial stress. Maybe somebody in the family is ill. and both of you are having a tough time and emotions are coming up, it is very important to stay optimistic, stay hopeful, and try to see this difficulty from a different perspective. So reframe it. It could be an example of, maybe money is tight right now. Maybe some of the bills aren't being paid, or they're just being paid. But it is not always going to be like this. There is possibilities in the future that we're going to reduce our bills. Our pay is going to go up. Something is going to change. And so where we can eliminate some things and lessen our expenses. So it's reframing it. This is sticky and tough right now, but we can move on. We can look at it differently, and we know that this time will pass. So reframing things and looking at a situation, a difficult situation, from a hopeful position is another great key strength of a resilient relationship. So I shared with you there are 6 pillars, 6 things that can help keep your relationship connected and strong. 4 of the first 4 that I touched on are things you can do when the relationship is relatively easy. The last 2, number 5, using your voice, and number 6, reframing negative situations from a positive standpoint. Number 5 and 6 are 2 things you can do when you're having difficulties in the relationship to help you through that hard times. So if you still feel after watching this that you're struggling a bit with your relationship, or there's some confusion or a lack of clarity, reach out to me. My email address is support@elizabethritchie.com, and ask me how I can assist you. Okay, so don't forget to hit the notification bell, like this video, and subscribe for more like this. And stay tuned to watch my next video, Signs That Your Partner is Emotionally Disconnected.